No matter who you are, what you teach, or how old your students are, they all need to be taught the elements of SEL, or social emotional learning. Why should you teach SEL? Because there are certain things that all students, and actually all humans, need. Our students want to feel like they are part of a class community. They want to feel valued and heard. Students need opportunities to express their emotions in safe, caring, and creative ways, and feel like they're in a safe, supportive environment when they're in your classroom. You see, when you tend to students' social emotional learning first, you are so much more able to teach your content. How can you accomplish all of this and so much more? Well, that's simple. With SEAL, Social Emotional Artistic Learning, and I can't wait to tell you so much more. My name's Elizabeth Peterson, and I'm a classroom teacher and an arts integration specialist who focuses on helping caring, creative teachers just like you to integrate the arts with social emotional learning through SEAL. SEAL takes the best of what arts integration has to offer and integrates it with the growing needs to address social emotional needs of our students in proactive and intentional ways. Now, if creative SEL is something you are interested in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because this is going to be the place for you to get ideas and inspiration all about social emotional artistic learning. More than ever before, our students need us to have new and innovative ways that can help them through any amount of challenges and successes, both inside and outside of the classroom. There is no better time than now to consider all the ways that you can implement SEAL, Social Emotional Artistic Learning. So let's get into 3 big reasons why you should teach SEL and a few ways that the arts are the best way to do this. The first big reason to teach SEL is so that you can establish and build positive connections inside your classroom. This is so important to do peer-to-peer and between students and adults. Relationships are seriously the number one way that you'll be able to reach your students and help them learn. If a student doesn't have a good relationship with you, it's going to greatly affect their success in your class. And this only gets more and more true as the kids go through middle school and high school. And it's not just about the relationship you build with your students, but how you cultivate community inside your classroom and within your small groups. The best way to create connections? Well, that's through real experiences. Having students fill out a survey, well, that's okay. And going around the room to say something interesting about yourself or nice about another person, well, that's good and all, but providing actual experiences in the classroom is so much more effective. And the best way to do that? Through the arts. For example, a SEAL teacher favorite is the community that is built through Friendly Friday. For this, students secretly create cards or notes for another peer in the classroom, and then at the end of the time, we ceremoniously exchange the cards. Seems pretty simple, right? And yet it is such a powerful activity. And the more consistently you do it, the better the relationships inside your classroom. And card exchanges are only the beginning. There are so many great collaborative and friendly activities that you can do with your students, young and old, to make this a community building success. You can read more about Friendly Fridays in the description below. I'll add a couple of links. Another one of my favorite ways to build connections among peers is by listening to music. Ever since I was student teaching back in 1999, I've been integrating music listening experiences into my students' writing and into developing their self and social awareness. And what's so great is that listening to music together is such a community builder, especially when done with a little bit of SEAL guidance. Students can discuss the music in ways that help them to connect with one another and learn about each other in a safe way. And building relationships isn't something that only can be done face to face. In my remote classroom, we have built some great relationships. I go into more detail about that in this video. And if you're teaching remotely, you definitely want to check that one out. Okay, big reason number 2 for why you should be teaching SEL is that strong social emotional skills lead to more learning. When students come to class with anxiety or anger, annoyance, or emotional distress, they simply are not ready to learn. The degrees of emotional distress could be as common as a kid having a fight with a friend, or as complicated as, well, you know how bad it can get, right? I mean, some of our students come to us with loads of issues and trauma, and asking them to just push that to the side or leave it at the door so that they can learn is really not that effective. Like it or not, part of our job is giving students the tools to manage their emotions and a safe environment to do that. I discussed this inside my free workshop, The 3 Secrets to Integrating the Arts with SEL, and we learned so many tools for this inside my course, SEAL Teacher Training. From ways to check in with students, to creative and artistic ways to help students to self-manage. My favorite SEAL strategy for self-management is sound tracking, where we play music passively in the background to just create a great atmosphere of calm and focus. And if you want to learn more about sound tracking, be sure to watch this video where I show you exactly how to introduce this SEAL strategy to your students. Helping your students to understand how their brain works can really benefit them. It doesn't matter how old or young they are. Finding age-appropriate ways to explain this to them is really important so that they understand what they are feeling is normal and that there are ways to help themselves. When students feel threatened or in an emotional overload over things that have happened at home or at school, their amygdala goes into fight, flight, or freeze mode, and learning ceases. It's not made up stuff. This is real science, and it can really affect our students, and it can affect us too. In SEAL, we look at ways to be proactive in our approach to social emotional development so that students are embedded in a safe learning environment and they practice skills that can help them manage those moments of emotional overload. When students can better manage their emotions in your classroom, they are way better equipped to learn. So putting in the time to teach these skills is so worth it. So what do you think so far? Do you teach social emotional skills in your classroom? Or is it something you're thinking about doing? Let me know in the comments. All right, now let's take a look at the third big reason why you need to teach SEL. This reason is because it's important for you. Imagine a classroom full of students who are ready to learn. And imagine yourself ready and excited to teach. Imagine being ready to take on the day every single day and to face each day as an opportunity to make a difference in your students' lives. Heck, that's why most of us got into teaching in the first place, right? Well, teaching is no joke, and it's been getting harder and harder. Even putting the pandemic aside, we have been seeing the need for more social emotional learning in our schools every single year. And because of this, people are finally waking up to the fact that we need to take care of our teachers. What you do day after day is tough work. It's exhausting and it's emotionally draining. But here's something we know for certain. When you can establish good social emotional routines in your classroom, your students are better equipped to learn and you are better equipped to teach. This third point is truly what sets SEAL apart from other methods or programs for social emotional learning. We focus on the SEAL teacher. And here's what one superstar SEAL teacher has to say about SEAL's focus on the teacher. The very first time I did an engaging activity, especially hands-on, that was about me, I thought, now this is different. This is wonderful, therapeutic, and healing. This is learning about myself so I can put my best self forward. If you watch my free workshop or decide to take SEAL teacher training, you will see that we look at ways, real ways, effective ways to develop your social emotional skills. We look at ways to improve your mindset and ways that you think about your role in the classroom, and creative ways for taking care of your teacher self. If you want to learn more about what makes SEAL so great and get some ideas of how it can be used in your teaching, go ahead and sign up for my free workshop. This workshop will get you started with some amazing activities and ideas to start focusing on how you implement social emotional learning in your teaching. In next week's video, I'll talk more about why I teach SEL through SEAL. I cannot wait to share that with you. So be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell to be notified when the next video comes out. That's it for me. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I hope to see you inside the workshop.